Did we lose Mike?
No, I don't
Oh.
think so.
No, Mike is here. I
What
can
up,
hear him,
Mike?
Grace. Hello, everybody. Sorry, I was getting set
Hello.
up. Ooh.
Now my suitcase arrives tomorrow.
Oh.
But you're there now.
Yeah. Me and my my bags of Target clothes.
Therein
Oof.
lies the problem.
Well, now will you have too many clothes that won't fit in the suitcase?
No. It's a big suitcase. Plus, I could just put it into the box truck.
Yeah, that's true. I am going to the same place.
But I think I'm flying Southwest, so I
Oh,
think
yeah,
I
you'll be
just get
fine.
I just get a bag. So
Is Lawrence's mic the
Southwest.
mic you're using? I imagine it is.
Yes.
Cool. When you're expounding, you should stand close to him.
I keep telling him he can pick up the mic. He can go a little bit. He can't go that far.
no, I
though.
can't. I can go this far.
Yep, a little bit.
Now I can go, and I can go over here. Now I can go.
Don't take off
But
his
now-
glasses.
No, that. I
But
mean,
now
sure,
it's
sure,
now
well,
Lawrence
I
can't
get
have
that.
it, so I did.
No. Yeah, no. I'm just saying, like, be near him.
If I need to talk, I'll go over here. I don't need to talk all the time.
Yeah, no, I'll find my light or whatever.
I shouldn't talk all the time.
I also shouldn't talk all.
So. Okay, are we ready?
I think so.
Sick. Hey, everybody, and welcome back to Dungeons, Drive-Ins, and Dice, A Wider World. My name is M, and I play Haribo Tamagotchi, changeling artificer of the group. Currently, he's fucking Haribo. Although, I guess it's half-elf Haribo, which is not too different from Haribo. So, that is what he is currently. It's been a wild time for Haribo. What is the, question of the day? We're doing personal questions of the day, player questions of the day.
Yeah, I thought it could be fun. As a way to get to know everybody. And I think a fun question is, what is a current snack that y'all are really into? Like either something you make or something that you buy that as of right now you're just like, that's the good snack for me.
I think it's always popcorn, but it's popcorn in the I like making it on the stove in the pot with just kernels because you could do whatever you want with it. Yeah, it's like always popcorn. It's a lot messier than a bag of popcorn, but goodness, do I love it. And then when I'm out, that's a great snack too because I can buy a bag of popcorn. There's always like a smart food bag or something else.
The versatile
any
snack.
kind of popcorn, except wild one on this one. I hate kettle corn. Holy fucking Christ, I hate kettle corn. Yeah. And this is the platform in which I will make my stand known. Kettle corn sucks ass, y'all. This is the Down with the Kettle Corn gang now. Anyway.
Kettle
I
corn
know.
you to hurt you.
I am the fucking solo. Anyway.
Hello, my name is Lawrence, and I think this might be my last day on the podcast because kettle corn's so good. Oh, I love kettle corn so much. It wasn't going to be my actual answer, but then it did really start me thinking about kettle corn. So I play Sparkalonius, the gelatinous bard. And I think he's gonna just pass away during this episode or leave. No, he'll be fine. He doesn't think about kettle corn one way or the other. So as far as snack that I am all about right now, honestly, I'm the same way. I love popcorn so gosh darn much, but I'm lazy and I go for the bag almost every time. And you know what, Orville and Cousin Willie. I know they've got me, and I know what I'm gonna get every single time. And I also do keep a pretty good stockpile of different seasonings and little popcorn seasonings and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, it's a lot more versatile if you do it in the pot, but then you have to clean a pot.
You have to clean a
what's good
pot.
on
The pot
popcorn?
clean is so much.
Yep.
Everything,
What's good on
man.
popcorn?
What's good on popcorn?
sugar.
We'll introduce you in a second.
Seaweed flakes.
Seaweed flakes are good on popcorn.
Yeah.
All right, I cede my time to the next person.
Hi, my name is Grace Stringer, and I play Marjorie Ridgeback, a necromancer. And the snack right now that I have been really enjoying to make is air fried green beans. Just like toss them in oil and a bunch of different seasonings, pop them in the air fryer. I have like bought way too many bags of green beans from Aldi in the past like 2 weeks. I can't stop. They are delicious.
That sounds good. I love an air fryer, man. Oh man,
I still think about that broccoli you made us that one time.
air fryer's so good. You just every single thing can go in the air fryer, except for ice cream or frozen
Except
things.
for Eggo
Well, hold on.
waffles.
Well, hold on.
You just gotta
Eggo
leave 'em in
waffles
long
can
enough.
definitely go in there.
I tried and
Oh.
it was not good.
Oh, okay. Fuck me then.
Just because it's not good doesn't mean it can't
Doesn't
go
mean
in there.
it can't go in there. Everything, as long as it's not too big, does fit.
All right, and I am Michael. I play the mountain dwarf Thaddeus Offcoot, who is a fighter who is protecting my fellow squishy compatriots. And my snack of choice right now is anything that involves bread, because normally I'm on a low carb diet, but right now I'm on the if it has carbs, I eat it. So if it's breaded, I'm eating it.
I
What's your breaded? Are you like a fried bread? Are you a sandwich? Are you a bagel? What's the?
I will tell you, I
what's your
was off
range?
camera right before we started because I was having a peanut butter and Nutella sandwich.
Yum.
So, but
classic.
I'm really kind of an omnivore when it comes to bread. It could be a French bread pizza, it could be croissants, it could be just
You
plain
ever,
old
you ever
bread.
do a flutter? You ever do a fluffer nutter?
I have, but I prefer the Nutella compared
Yeah,
to
it's
the
a little too
fluffer nutter.
much. It's a little too much.
It's
I'm
a
not from Boston,
diabetic
so you know
coma. Oh yeah, I'm from New Braunfels, so I'm familiar with these things. And that leaves
And with-
only one.
Yeah, and with that, hello everybody. It's the Game Master, Theodore Stringer. Welcome to the game. My favorite snack. Okay, here's one. In the South, in gas stations, you can find it's not like chicharrones. It's not like pork crackling. It is like the actual fried skin of pigs. It's much like more dense and hard than like a regular fried pork skin. And those things, they're dreadful. Their existence is wrong. But they coat them in like slightly spicy little chili pepper powder and salt, and they're so good on a road trip and really whenever. Yeah. So, when last we left our faithful heroes, they had split up and gotten around about the town. Sparkalonius sang a lullaby and got into a wagon and fell asleep. Haribo had some private musings and then a very intense conversation underneath the stars. And Thaddeus and Marjorie made a report to the Lord and perhaps learned something, but I didn't listen to the podcast, so this is just what my memory serves. Did you guys learn
learned-
No.
anything?
No.
Did the Lord say anything?
No,
No.
you actually did the moment thing of like, and the Lord goes to tell you, and then you move to Haribo because you said you would be able to plan for next time, and the thing he would tell them. So
Oh, good.
no.
Okay, cool.
And also, you did leave out the part where Sparkalonius just barded it up all over the place in that bar. Sparkalonius delivered quite possibly the best opening act that bar has ever seen.
Yeah,
followed
because
by,
the
of
previous
course,
opener is
Ludimus.
Ludimus. He does
No,
not.
Ludimus was the closer.
I know.
He's definitely the closer for that night.
For
And
that night, yeah.
Gib got sloshed as well.
Gib got absolutely fucking torqued.
Yeah, no, Gib was mostly alcohol that evening, and
Aww.
so he might not be present for this episode. We'll see where Gib's at. Okay, where do we start? Sparkalonius, you don't have eyes per se, but you become aware in a wagon. Barson's also there. He's asleep.
Sparkalonius is going to sort of resume. He becomes gelatinous and blob-like whenever he's unconscious, and he's going to reform himself into a person. So he doesn't really stand up. He just sort of reformulates himself into a standing Sparkalonius with 2 arms, 2 legs, and 1 head today. And he's going to look around and make sure Barson didn't make a mess of the wagon overnight. Barson does thrash in his sleep. Do you want me to make a check?
I mean, I think the wagon is... Barson doesn't keep a lot of stuff back here. In fact, he doesn't really keep anything other than a blanket. The blanket is a mess. But beyond that, no.
Okay, nothing unusual. What time is it? Is it sunny? Do I see the sunshine?
Yes.
Okay. Sparkliness is going to get out of the cart, and he's going to have a quick look around. He doesn't really know where anyone went off to in the evening. We do sort of have a pressing matter to get to. So I think he's probably going to head out to the tavern. That's probably where he'll find some of the hardest partiers of the party.
Sparkalonius, make a perception check.
Sparkalonius making a perception check coming up.
While Sparkalonius is making a perception check, Thaddeus and Marjorie. Well, I do have to give you the Lord's report. What is it that you guys need to know from the Lord?
I don't remember our question that we asked.
Don't remember the question we asked.
Well, we did ask him about the fires to the south, and he kind of blew us off on that one and said that was the wizard doing wizardly things.
Mm.
Yes.
Did we? Man.
I'm just gonna pull the episode up really quick and.
Yeah, we just have to figure it out.
Let's do Tamagotchi real quick.
All right, we cut to Tamagotchi instead.
I like it.
We'll figure it out. Tamagotchi.
Yeah, sorry. I was trying to say shit, but my mic was muted. Yeah, man, there was like a whole fucking lot with the Lord. That's like a ton. We talked to him about we turned in our quest, kind of, but he was drunk, so there wasn't much to get from him. He said he would give us more tomorrow when we met with him at his forge. Thaddeus tried to show him the chainmail, the crop top chainmail, and he asked him about what he needed to do to turn it into a fits Thaddeus chainmail, and you told him that it would be the piece of some, basically we'd have to hunt some beast or something or get some ingredient, and then he would be able to turn it into the rest of his thing. It was very ethereal, except then you said, and that ingredient is, and then you cut to Haribo so that you would have time to figure out what that ingredient was.
Oh, hell yeah. Look at me go, setting myself up for failure.
Yep. And, yeah. So we didn't do any of the conversation. It was definitely a blow-off episode for the portion of it, just to, blow off some steam. I mean, not just to, blow off some steam with Gib at getting drunk at the bar.
Certainly. Okay. Neat. All right. So I think we're still gonna go with Tamagotchi because I imagine that with Marjorie and Thaddeus, the next steps are to reconvene with the party in front of the manor and go to talk to the Lord.
Tamagotchi does not show up at the bar though the following day. So if that is the steps, then
then maybe it might be the two of them.
I'm pretty sure we invited someone to meet at Tamagotchi's house.
Oh no.
I don't remember who that was.
that's
That
a
does
fact.
kinda sound
That's why. I
familiar.
mean, yeah.
Time keeps on slipping.
Excellent.
So let's all spend an hour. Let's go. All right, I found the episode. I'll be scrubbing through while we do some stuff.
Okay, doke. Well, in that case, Tamagotchi, if you are not meeting the party, what is it that you are up to here in the morning?
Yeah, no, after that conversation with Koryak, we stayed up all evening and talked about a lot of the base level stuff. I spent all night giving him like my personal history. And when the camera comes up on like the hut through the window, Haribo is like smoking like a juniper cigarette with his hands in his fucking hair, and he's like pointing at a chalkboard, and Koryak's nodding wide-eyed and kind of jittery with a cup of coffee in his hand, and we're like going over like the basic universe things, but we're both like weird and exhausted and tired.
Awesome. Okay, yeah. Koryak is sort of taking in. You've drawn on the chalkboard like a map of the stellar universe, and then you've also drawn like a circle with "here" written inside of it with question marks. And Koryak is like making eggs for breakfast and drinking a cup of coffee and just sort of taking it in. He says,
Yeah, I apologize.
This is a lot to take in. Harbo, walk me through how you do it. How do you get your ships to fly?
Oh God. That is an unfair question, Haribo thinks, because M has no fucking idea on how a ship can fly, but I definitely do. I definitely understand the mechanics of ship flight. But M does not.
Okay.
They fly in outer space with jets, and I don't know.
Objects in motion stay in motion. You just have to start them very fast.
Harbor says once you push them out in space, they just go. The faster and harder you push, the faster and harder you go forever.
Okay, now it's Koryak's turn to like pull his fingers through his hair and like just be knocked for a loop about once you push it, it just goes in space.
Haribo laughs and he says, "No, my friend. The complications of space flight are for a later lesson, indeed. I think starting with the basics, and working our way up to the sort of mathematics behind moving vehicles in that manner would be ideal."
I understand. Then if we keep to what's on the chalkboard over here.
And as he looks up, there's also a chalkboard on the ceiling, and then like the camera pans around, they're fucking everywhere. Like the universe. I'm trying to like map out some sort of idea of where we're at, but it's impossible because I have no fucking clue. We've been that's what you know what? That's what I've been trying to figure out what we've been trying to do. That's what we've been trying to do all night. at
figure
some
out
point we got a
where we are.
weird bug, and he was like, "We can figure this out." And Harbo was like, "I don't think we can." But we spent all night like, like scratching our heads, and he was like, "Well, if you were here and pieces came from here, like we're just attempting puzzle shit." I don't know.
Okay. So here's what's happened, because I think a check here would be very fun. You've gotten out all of your chalkboards, you've gotten out everything that you can write on, and like just beautiful minded the universe up onto. You've built like what is it, an orarium or whatever, inside of your yurt. And then you've because you have just activated your Jeeves. You ask Jeeves to scan the map that you've made to try and like sort of trick it into geopositioning itself or whatever. It's a rickety idea. You've been up all night and you've had a lot of coffee. But I would say Arcana would be the role to like interact with your stuff, probably.
I think that I'm going to argue that it's probably just a raw luck check, because I don't think Haribo is interacting with the belt. I think the belt has been on the desk all night. So if Jeeves happens to scan the room and like, make some sort of comment, I think that's a luck thing. If Jeeves is like,
okay,
if I've gotten it right, if Jeeves scans, like I think it's all luck. Because this, again, is like a fever dream at this point, that if he actually, like, turns on and is like, "You are correct. Here is your location," I would be like, I would fall asleep, probably. It's been a long day.
Yeah, okay. So give me a straight up and down D20 as far as this goes.
That is a 9.
Yeah, no, Jeeves doesn't talk with a 9. But you guys, you do spill out this map, and you do have a circle with just says here inside of it. And so you guys are you talk about all of this. You talk about perhaps what you guys can do for the Goblin Village in the future. And then he asks, so what are your next steps with all of this? Where do we head?
I don't. That was sort of I think what I was talking about. I think last night is that I think that this is sort of on a hold. We don't have the means to begin space travel, or even begin thinking about space travel at the moment. We would need just far too many pieces. Just not.
Well, forget
literally nothing.
Forget space travel. What are we thinking? Just as far as priorities go.
I feel honestly as if it might very well be life as usual again. We need to return to getting the goblins back home. Your family and friends are still out there, and that would be my next step. Although now that the merchants in the area have been taken care of, I do not know if the rest of the group is still on board. I think oh shit, it's more. I move one of the whiteboards out of the way of the window, and I say, "Oh shit, it's morning, Koryak. I think I should maybe go meet with the group. I honestly don't even know what time it is. Wow. Okay. Let's do coffee first, and then we can head into town and see if the group has plans to help, because my intention is still to help you and your folk."
All right. It sounds. I don't think I should go into town. Actually, the more that I think about it, I think that as a goblin.
No, you're right. You're right. I've been up
For
all
the
night.
moment,
Totally,
until we're sure that we're like cool. I know that we're cool, but like the collective cool.
I had forgotten ourselves.
I'm gonna.
You want to sleep on the couch?
He falls asleep.
Right, I carry him to the couch.
Mm-hmm.
He's a small goblin. I'm a normal human-sized man.
Mm-hmm.
Who is obviously cut. We've talked about this. I'm so cut. He's like a bag of flour to me. I'm canonically cut. So is my forehead. I think I said that in episode 1 or some shit.
You must know what a cut forehead is.
While we're on this slight diversion, I do just want to bring up to the party what I've learned from the previous episode.
Please.
Yes, the Lord, that was the plan the whole time. The Lord basically didn't tell us shit because we were like, you're not going to remember anything we said, Lord, so we're just going to talk to you in the morning at your place. And he was like, sounds good. Now let me throw something into Sparklonius. And he tried to throw too much into Sparklonius. And then as far as who we said was going to go meet at Harbo's place, that was a joke that Sparklonius said as we were leaving about Wilhelm Fella. I said we were gonna meet Wilhelm Fella and we were gonna tell him to go to your house.
Yeah.
We never met Wilhelm Fella, so that's still in the cards. If I see him, I will tell him to go to your house.
The end of the episode ended with Wilhelm Fella walking away from the fires in the woods.
Yep.
Just so everyone remembers that.
So he's not at your house.
He's not at my house. No, God, no. I've been at my house all night long. Although, if he knocked on the door, I don't know if I would have known. We were in a fugue state.
Wilhelm could have heard everything.
Oh, no.
Okay, so I suppose that we all wake up in separate spots then. Thaddeus and Marjorie, I suppose, Thaddeus, you are back in your dwelling in town or in the guard barracks.
Yeah, I would have gone back to barracks.
Then you rouse yourself at the crack of dawn, I imagine, and do your dwarven calisthenics.
Indeed.
Do you have any other business? Do you want to check in on anybody or anything before the scheduled meetup? I'm basically going to have the same question for you, Marjorie, so be thinking.
I would probably check on my buddies, the twins, and then his brother, to just make sure they haven't lost all of their living expenses. So he might wander to their place before wandering back to meet everybody at the Lord's building.
The twins.
Yeah, I wrote down their names. Ben and Sven, my gambling buddies.
Okay, Ben and Sven. Yes. You check in. Ben and Sven are two of the gambling teens, I believe. They are the eldest of the teens. They are 19. They have
almost out of the teens at this point.
They're almost not teens. Yeah, no, they're elder teens. They were taught gambling by Thaddeus, and through them, it has spread to the rest of the teens.
What game did you teach them, Thaddeus?
Oh, it's dice. It's all about the dice.
What is there like a special dwarven like dice that you've taught them, or is this like classic dice?
No, it would be some version of it would be a version of dwarven crap. So the numbers you're shooting for are different, but the principle of the game is the same.
Neat.
Sick.
So they still live with their mom. But you don't have to knock on the door. You have a system when you're checking up on them. You guys got it all worked out. They have little pegs that they hang on a nail by the side of the door when they get home. And you see that both of those pegs are correctly hung. Marjorie, you wake up in an unfamiliar room.
Oh,
Oh
no.
It's a regular old like sleeping quarters style room. It's just not the one like you never bought one because you stayed with Tamagotchi last night, or the one night that you were in town previously. Yeah, the door is shut. There is light sleep sounds coming from somewhere below your eye line in bed.
Like in bed, in my bed?
No, in the bed that you're in.
Those sounds are like coming from right next to her. I swear to God, they're in the room for sure.
Is it
so
is
loud?
it sweet? Is it sweet Gib?
I mean, I don't know that he deserves both of those sweets there, but yeah, it is sweet Gib. You peek over the side, and there he is on the floor. Those sounds are coming out from beneath him. He's lying on his face.
Oh.
Is this his first
Yeah,
hangover? Is this gonna be his first hangover?
Yeah.
probably.
Poor guy. This is gonna
Right.
suck.
He went for it though.
Can I see from the window what time it is?
He's like 35. It is morning.
Okay. Then I am going to rouse myself and at least flip over Gib with the toe of my boot to flip him over so he's not on his face.
You do so. He doesn't wake up.
Don't leave him on his back.
I'm not going to. I'm just gonna see if I can wake him up, and don't worry, I will roll him onto his side.
Don't kill Gib again.
Don't worry, I'm just gonna. Okay,
The more times we bring him back, the worse he's gonna get, Marjorie.
Oh no. Is this the kind of room where there's like maybe a water, like a basin and a pitcher of water?
Yeah.
In this room? Okay, then
This is a nice sleeping room.
I'm gonna flick some water on Gibbs' face to see what happens. Like any hint of waking up.
No.
Waterboard.
Wow.
All right, then I'm going to roll
If he wasn't
Gib back.
making sounds, you could have sworn he was dead.
Oh. All right.
He just got real drunk.
Well, I'm gonna roll him back onto his side, and I'm gonna find some paper, and I'm gonna write a little note, like, "Sorry that you're hungover."
Good luck. Talk to you later. Bye.
See you at the Lord's house.
Here's 2 aspirins. Also, good luck finding the Lord's house. We're gonna be there in an hour. If you're not
In
there,
parentheses,
you're
not
square,
church.
not church.
Okay. Right. Sorry that you're hungover.
Gib wakes up. I can't read.
She might be able to read. I don't know. I'm just doing what I keep doing. I'm gonna write a little note, and then so you're hungover, meeting group. We'll come back for you. Bye. And then I'm gonna.
That's an even better note.
Goodbye.
Separate lines.
And then I am going to leave. Grab my stuff. And leave. And maybe if there's like a little ye old sign, like a do not disturb sign, I'm gonna put it on the door handle. If that exists in fantasy do not disturb sign, put it on the door handle so Gib can recover.
No. There is no fantasy do not disturb sign on the outside of this door. Instead, on the outside of this door, there is a plain hallway done in wooden boards. There are 2 other doors on this hallway, both on the same side as you. And at the end of the hallway, there are stairs going down.
I'm gonna go down the stairs. Yeah, and see where I am.
Make a perception or arcana check.
Okay. Does it matter? Should I pick which one, or is there one
Whatever
that
you want.
Okay. I'll do perception then. Plus 3. Is that right? Yeah. Okay. So 13.
With a 13, I think that you, as you are going by, you hear that the room next to yours, the room closest to the stairs, is occupied. You hear the sounds of like movement inside of it. But anyways, you go down the stairs, and you discover that you have been sleeping in one of the guest rooms at Rafton's. At Sylvana's, coming down into the bar, and you see one of the employees, a diminutive half orc, mopping, and he says, "Morning."
Good morning. Is that it? Am I? If he's not gonna engage in
he's just
conversation,
working,
he's gonna go back to
Okay.
mopping. He's
I was gonna
got
say
stuff to do.
if he's gonna engage in conversation,
Man's working a job.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
gotta
skirt
mop.
around him. Gonna skirt around him and go outside and go to the
Alright.
Lord. I don't have any missions I'm going on. I'm just gonna go go to the meeting spot.
Cool. You exit the bar, shield your eyes from the bright sun, and cross the main courtyard of town, into over to the front of the Lord's manor. I think you're the first there, so you're gonna probably wait a minute for everyone else to show up.
Beans. Maybe is it? Well,
next-
then can I at least say that I canonically went and got food? So
Oh yeah.
Grab a snack.
Oh yeah, you also met Bryrene last episode.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And the information price was too steep.
She paid it, but didn't get jack haul.
Yep, that's why it was too steep.
I got.
And now
I mean,
you have to go spend something like 50 gold at Bryrene's shop.
I don't
or
think it's
you...
100 gold at Bryrene's shop.
Oh wait, no, you have to
Why
spend.
did you just spend 200 gold at Bryrene's shop?
You have to spend something like 25 gold at her shop, or you owe her 50 gold or some dumb shit like that.
Oh no, I hate that.
But you can ask infinite questions. You can ask as many questions as you want.
Yeah, but he doesn't know. She doesn't know jack all.
You don't know that.
You just haven't asked the right question yet. You'll find one.
It's stupid.
There's one question she knows the answer to, and that will make it worth it. But until you find that
Start
one
asking
question,
about treasure.
Okay. Well,
ask Bryrene about spaceflight.
Well, yeah, of course. Yeah, I know about that. I worked at NASA.
You know what I should have done? I should have been like, all right, Gib, I wrote all this information down. Would you read this back to me so I can know if you understood it?
Yeah, just throw the prompt right back at me.
Yeah.
No,
I mean, the prompt was
you
telling me about
improvise.
space flight. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with that?
No, and you improvise.
I think the hardest part of that for me would have been doing it as Koryak.
I don't know common.
I've got the other problem. I could explain space flight, but I couldn't do it as a character.
Especially, the character that has no fucking idea what he's talking about as he's reading this. He's like, what the fuck am I saying?
And so then the Voltron engine inverts space-time, and we fold the teraflops. And then it's sort of like you're flipping a coin all the way across space, or something.
Too many teraflops.
It says here go ludicrous speed.
That
You
is
capitalized
correct.
it. Is that a name?
Don't you mean
It is also
Ludicrous?
it is the name, it is the music you have to listen to while going hyperspeed. Your ship will only take ludicrous. Or Ludimiss. There are two stations, and I'm not sure about either one.
Ludimiss speed is pretty slow.
Aw.
It is actually 65% of normal speed, just so you guys know. That's the speed at which I play Ludimiss's track.
Okay.
Fun fact.
Second to show up is Sparkalonius. Is Sparkalonius flopping out of the hay cart? And with a 14,
It's a plus. Hold on, I get half of my. I'm proficient in it, and no, I'm not proficient in it. I only get a +1. No, +3. Yep, +3.
So with a 17.
Yep.
As you're crossing the courtyard, you see a sign has been hammered into the courtyard, and it says Market Day will resume this weekend.
Do I know what day it is, or do I need to wake Barson up? I'm not afraid to wake Barson up.
It's Tuesday. What are you talking about?
You know what I mean. Is it Flibblethorpe, or is it...
It's Thondledom.
It's Thottlethump. Oh no, that's only 2 days away from the weekend.
I know it's Thottldomp, but I don't know if that's the weekend.
Sparkalonius thinks to himself, "Oh, we better wrap up this goblin business in 2 days. I gotta make it back in time for the market." And the narrator says, "You will not make it back in time for the market."
Choose either Market Day or goblins.
Or goblin lives.
Third to show up then is Thaddeus, coming out from the neighborhoods after checking on his boyos. And fourth to arrive is Haribo, coming from out of town. And the four of you reassemble and discuss amongst yourselves. Do we want to bring each other up to speed?
No, Haribo. Did
Haribo's wearing
Wilhelm Fella
sunglasses.
ever show up at your place?
I don't believe so.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I never talked to him, so that sort of makes sense. Still have that on the agenda.
Yeah.
Boston's doing okay. He didn't make too much trouble. And, I don't know if I've mentioned this before to the group as a whole, but, Boston's my driver, and he has a wagon. So, if we're gonna go out of town and head to the goblin rescue, Boston, he can take us there, speed things along. Beats
I like
walking.
speedy travel. I like
Mhm.
speedy travel. Haribo's drinking a
he's
travel
not doing
mug.
anything. He might try
That's
and
fantastic.
charge you. Just give him a small tip. It's all he needs.
Yeah, I saw him driving the cart on the way into town, right?
Yeah, that was him.
No, he got shot by that arrow and fell off. How was that wound,
Yep.
by the way? Where is he?
Classic Boston. Oh, he's asleep in the wagon.
All right.
So
Are we
what'd you
sure
get
he's
up
just
to last
asleep?
night?
I have given
Hey,
also Haribo
get-
1 level of exhaustion because he did not sleep last night.
Oh dang! Playing hardcore mode.
Yeah,
over
you
here.
look like shit.
Oh,
I'm sorry, I don't actually say that. You look bad.
You look bad.
I was up all night. Koryak came by. I did not sleep a wink.
Oh, so you had a great party time, huh? I think some of the other ones
Yeah.
here had a great party time too. The Lord was pretty drunk last night. So that's why we have to go meet him
Yes, he
today, by the
was.
way.
I guess that makes all of us. Except, nope. Were you drunk last night, Sparkalonius?
Oh no, I only had well, the thing was, the Lord tried to throw a whole barrel of very expensive ale inside of me, and I thought that was a bit gauche. So I only had one cup, and then I made a fashionable exit.
And where's Gib? Have we lost him again?
Yeah, where is Gib? He was in a puddle of alcohol last night. Last time I saw him, he was doing laps.
Yep, Gib went hard. Gib went all out last night. And so he is also sleeping it off a la Barson in a room at the inn.
All right.
I left him a note. I don't know if he can read, but I
Wait.
left him a note.
So I recently learned from Boston how inns work. Did you pay for it today? Because you gotta. There's a checkout time, you know. You don't you. So
what happens
I thought
if you leave a Gib in
I
the
thought you
room?
pay for a room and you get to keep it forever. But Boston informed me that's not the case.
Do we have to pick
No.
him up from Lost and Found or what?
Now here's the thing.
Probably.
I don't I don't know if I bought the room. I ended up in the room.
You don't know.
The GM decided to be mysterious about just me waking up in a room.
I don't know who Jim is, but we should go get him before. Well, he is a kobold and all that. I'll carry him inside myself. Nope, I'll carry him
Ooh.
with my arms if I have to.
I
I
can.
mean, all right.
I know for a fact I won't dissolve him, so I could carry him if he's still sleeping.
No, that makes sense. That's probably for the best.
So do we want to be late to our meeting with the Lord because I'm going back to get Gib?
Thaddeus, could you let the Lord know we're gonna be a couple minutes late? Surely he'll understand.
Sure, I will. I'll just chat with him to warm him up while you guys go grab him.
Perfect. All
And
right.
is Thaddeus wearing his crop top chainmail?
Oh yeah,
Or is
I'm rocking the
okay.
crop top
Okay,
until we get it fixed. It's gonna be that's
Well,
his
it
fashion
isn't
statement.
broken
Technically, it's his uniform. He has to wear it.
until he gets it altered.
That is correct, which is on the to-do list, but may not be at the top.
All right, fine. I go back and I grab Gib. And
I think Harbo and I both go with.
Okay.
Good to be able to make
Oh,
several
no,
charisma checks. If we
I'll
have
say
to.
that at least Haribo sits down. He says, "I'll wait here." He sits down at the step
Oh,
because
okay.
he is too tired. He's sleepy.
Looks like
He's gonna drink
you're
his coffee.
carrying Marjorie.
Oh shit! All right, I do gotta go and carry. He gets back up. All right, yeah, I'm
No,
tired.
I mean
All right.
we could both carry a
how
little
heavy?
bit of him.
How heavy
Nope.
is Gib?
What do
We
you think
never
about that,
discussed
Marjorie?
this. How
I'm
heavy is
just
he?
sleepy. I mean, he's small. He can't be that heavy.
It's
Yeah.
like 60, 70 pounds.
He's like a large dog.
Yeah.
How tall is
A
Gib?
dense dog.
I don't know what that means.
Like 3 feet tall.
3 feet, a little more than 3 feet.
Yeah, 3 feet.
Okay.
2, 3.
Yeah,
I mean, that was
just
more like
sling
4
him over
feet.
my
Now that I'm
shoulder,
looking
it's
at
all
you
right.
as a
Yeah, I'm
person,
like 5'7".
I'm
Yeah.
cut. Do you not see this chiseled forehead?
go to sleep.
I'm tired. When he says, "Do you not see this chiseled forehead?" he points at his forehead with the coffee cup and he spills coffee like all over himself.
It goes into the creases.
Love how quickly you said, "Go to sleep." Oh,
in
man.
my head, when I picture Gib, I'm just picturing a bipedal caiman with a vest on and like slightly more dexterous hands. Is that not
Yeah.
accurate?
Yep.
No, that's correct.
Okay.
And when you go back upstairs and you open the door to the room, you see that Gib has attempted to push himself underneath the bed, but he only got halfway. before falling asleep. So he is like his torso is under, but like
His butt.
his butt's up in the air and like
Oh.
bunched up against the side of the bed, trying to get like underneath of it, and he's asleep again.
Sparklonius is gonna pull out his horn.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Marjorie, would you like to do the backing track for this one? Maybe do a little couple of snaps. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. You've gotta get up and get down moving. Gotta get up and get it on. And then he stomps one foot, and then he takes one step closer to Gib. You've gotta get up and get down moving. Gotta get up and get it on. Stomp. Gotta get up and get down moving. Gotta get up and get it on. This song increases in volume until
Haribo
he
moves
wakes up.
forward and grabs Gibbs like lower half and pulls him out of the bed and slings him over his shoulder and says, "We gotta get moving." After the third step,
But does Gib vomit?
please roll a Constitution saving throw to not have him vomit, because I'm tired and I might vomit.
I mean, I can catch both of that.
Okay.
What do you mean by that?
What?
What do you mean by that?
Well, we'll see if it
Yeah.
happens.
Ignorance is bliss. In this moment.
Sparklonius, roll a charisma check for all of that.
Just a straight charisma check.
I mean performance.
If it's performance, it's much better.
Oh.
If it's performance, it's 16.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm gonna give him, and because I played a song for him, I'm gonna give him bardic inspiration.
Oh.
Aw.
Okay. Well.
And so I have bonus things now. A little bubble made of Sparklonius stuff begins to float around Gib.
Oh. What is that?
No.
It's my mode of inspiration.
And if he uses it immediately,
What is he using it on? What type of test?
a Constitution saving throw.
Saving throw. Okay. So he can roll the bardic inspiration dice as normal.
Okay, that's a D4.
Yep, still a D4.
Okay.
And then he gets to add that as normal with the bardic inspiration test, and then because it's a saving throw, he also gets the same amount of temporary hit points.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah.
Okay.
It does different things depending on what type of test I use it on.
Yeah,
It's
I
a
feel like
fun.
that
That's
would
my
bolster
bardic
him
college.
nicely.
I went to the College of Creation.
Um,
While we were under the waterfall.
Okay. So.
Created this moat.
I got this idea for this new moat spell while I was performing the Merchant of Venice.
Yeah. So you grab his feet and you yank him out as Sparklonius is playing his tune, and a mote of Sparklonius stuff comes out of his horn and goes up to Gib, and you yank him out and you basically smack him into this moat of Sparklonius stuff, and as he's coming up over his shoulder, he's like, "Rah!" and he like then catches himself against you, and like is up, and he like blearily looks around for a second, and then he falls back asleep on your shoulder.
All right. I pat him on the back gently. Wait,
He's
no, I pat him on the
alive.
back gently.
He's
Alright.
fine. Classic Gib.
Cool. Yeah.
And off to the Lord's Manor.
Yeah. You guys come back down the stairs.
Cut
As you come
to
back down the stairs.
Thaddeus' conversation.
Yeah. Well, as you come back down the stairs, a voice rings out, that room will be 5 gold pieces. And then, cut to Thaddeus.
Oh, man.
Thaddeus, you are in the,
Ooh.
you're not in the forge. You are past the forge in, in the Lord's study nook.
5 gold pieces? That's so expensive.
We'll get back to it.
I know.
I have no concept of money in this game,
It's
so
like
I'm
Roll
like,
for
$500.
persuasion. See if you can bargain it down.
That's a $500 bedroom for a night. That's why there
Oh.
was a water pitcher in it. Honestly, the moment you said there was a water pitcher, I was like, fuck. That is an expensive bedroom.
sorry, I don't know.
You did it while you were drunk. You didn't know.
I don't think I got that
Urchin's
drunk.
just burning through cash.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah,
It's
I
literally
don't
the
think
first time she's ever had this much money.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah, you might have told her that was what you would pay for it.
I don't know. Okay.
Okay, yeah, you're in the breakfast nook. The Lord is having a very small mug of coffee. He is surrounded by desks at various heights, all strewn with different papers, some with diagrams of items, some with like architecture drawings, some with like big books. It's sort of a mess in here. And the Lord looks at you and he's like, I feel like I may have done some unlordly things last night.
I don't know. I wasn't there.
Nothing untoward to my recollection, Lord.
Good. Then let's forget all about it.
Moving on.
Moving on. I'm awake now. When does your party arrive?
They should be right behind me. They were getting the last one of our group together.
Not me this
Excellent.
whole time being like, we're fucking right here, Lord. I was like, we're right here. What do you mean? Oh, we're not obviously in this scene. Okay, no, sorry.
He presses a lever on his chair and he motors through the track along the track to his forge. You're walking alongside him and he says, by the way, as you're keeping an eye out in the wilderness with these compatriots of yours, keep an eye out for oozes. It's
Oozes?
It's oozes. That's the thing that I need ooze essence. It's an excellent stabilizer for the difficult part of heating the material to make to a degree enough that you can modify a metallic magic item.
Until
Gotcha.
you said metallic magic item, I thought you were talking about Jello.
I want to take a moment to say, good job, Gabe, because when you said ooze essence, I as a player was like, why the fuck would he need ooze essence? Why would he need ooze essence? And then you
Gotta make
described that, and I
Jell-O
was
and
like,
also
yes,
magic
yes,
items.
that's awesome. Yes, awesome. Nice, good job.
It's good because it took me way too long.
Not in the edit.
They won't
it'll
know.
be right there.
Our
They
editing
won't
machine
know.
works. We'll
It
know.
works.
That's true. The edit machine is excellent. We have a first-class edit machine.
It's gotten there. Like all AI, it improves with time. Just kidding. I put in a lot of work. Anyway.
All right.
So, how much essence do I need to bring back?
Honestly, not a lot. A little goes a long way. I'd actually be able to make this sort of a modification a few different times. Just with the essence of one single ooze.
Duly noted.
Yeah, so that's the thing that I need. I'll also keep an ear to the ground if any of my merchant contacts have ooze essence on hand. I'll also definitely keep an eye out.
I appreciate that, sir.
Okay. And you guys come back into the forge. The Lord.
We do?
Not you.
Oh, okay.
The Lord is starting to like lay out and like stoke the bellows and put out all of his different things for the day. And as he sort of got the bellows up to sort of a nice blue, the rest of the party enters the hall.
We do?
Do you? Do you not?
Who paid that 5 gold?
Oh yeah,
It was not going to be me.
I had too much
moving
fun.
on.
I was having too much fun. Yeah, okay. So a voice says,
Shame.
thank God for editing.
Not our 5 gold. No.
Not someone's 5 gold.
So a voice says, that room costs 5 gold. And you guys
Marva looks
turn,
at
and
Marjorie.
there is Sylvana Rafton,
Yes.
leaning up against the bar. She's got
Silvana,
a-
lovely
she's
to
got
see
a
you
dish
as
rag.
always. Good morning.
You say with a kobold on your shoulder.
Don't worry about him. He just
Not
got a
having
little drunk last
slept.
night. I myself,
Aren't you wearing sunglasses inside?
I sure am.
She says, I see you came to collect your luggage.
Yeah, I think this may have been the first time he has ever drank. So
Hey guys, sorry, one second. There's a car beeping on my street, and I want to make sure it's not mine. I'll be right back.
Okay, quick break.
Now you can come up with the perfect response.
Oh damn. Damn.
That's such a good fucking image. Is us coming down the stairs, fucking Blobby McBlobberson, Marjorie, Haribo with a fucking kobold on his shoulder, and then your lady friend is like, oh, hello, you owe me money, though.
Luckily, it's not the royal you in this case. It is a particular you owe me money.
Uh-huh, that's true. Well, I didn't sleep there. I slept in the wagon. I've got witnesses.
I gotta tell Gabe. Gabe needs to. I know it's like a couple things, but he should be careful about leaning on the table because it makes a rumbly noise. It the mic picks up the table touch pretty well.
Okay, I'm back.
Hello.
It
Was it your car?
wasn't mine.
That's
no.
awesome.
Yeah, I think he's got his headphones in still, so you probably heard that.
Sick.
Oh,
Okay.
I live in a sus area, so you got to double check.
No, totally.
What were we on? We were talking to.
Who
we
was
were
get-
talking to her.
Peek out the
About the
window.
room. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, Gabe is in the bathroom. I should not continue. That would be absurd.
Been a fun episode so far.
Yeah, honestly. The Hangover episode is also
Yeah,
good.
this is good. This is
The
very
party
good.
episode was good, and
Is
the
this
Hangover
what this is
episode
going to be called?
pretty
The
good.
Hangover episode?
It might be. We'll see.
The Hangover Part 2.
I have to say
Usually the episode
I
titles come
wasn't-
at a fugue state at 2 a.m., so...
I wasn't warm to it when we first did it, but the one where we fight in front of a waterfall is the best
Yep.
episode title I've
Yeah, that was
It's
good.
the best.
seen.
It's the best
Clean.
episode.
Asked and answered.
Yeah, it's so.
You heard him? Don't lean on the
perfect.
table?
Yep, I
Just making
did.
sure.
Okay, tight.
All right.
I know it's. There's like a couple different
Lean
things
on-
because like
lean on
Me
that
when
table.
you're
Vin,
not
but don't
strong.
on, blah blah blah. Yeah, sorry.
You
Appreciate
should bring your pull-up bar with you on your travels.
No way.
That's the worst thing I can possibly think to try and pack. Doesn't fit
You
in
don't.
anything.
You don't try to pack it. You carry it separately for sure.
put it-
Everyone
you put
has
it-
to know you brought a pull-up bar.
You put it in a pillowcase.
You strap it to the top of the car.
Pillowcase. So you can bring it on a plane.
Yeah, that's funny as fuck. Anything in a pillowcase is just a pillow. This is my hard pillow.
This is my pillow. What do you mean I can't breathe on? I've never had this problem before.
I need it for support. Don't tell me. I have a doctor's
just
note. Just
saying-
let me find it. Hold on.
I'm saying on trips where you're driving, there's no flying. You could stick it in there. I've seen them.
But also,
Don't you gotta get strong? Mom got
Don't
you
you
those
want-
hand muscles.
you want to get strong. Awesome. This episode is like infinitely clippable. It's so good.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's perfect. We want it. This is content. It's all content, baby.
Oh my god.
All right, so back to this serious conversation we have to have with the Lord. We need to have a serious conversation with the Lord right now.
Anyway,
This is
Marjorie,
live
pay the woman
Goblin
5
for
gold, please. Pay the woman 5 gold so we. Why would you not pay her 5 gold? You slept in her room.
Marjorie, Marjorie, you slept at a hotel. You've got
You
services
have
rendered.
to pay. That
I
is how
want
it
to
works.
I want to defend my character because I was put in a scenario that I purchased a room. I did not make that choice.
Sorry, this is going to
I
be an
am
argument
fighting this
from
price.
Grace, not Marjorie. Hold on, one moment.
Yeah, no.
Persuasion check. I want to make a persuasion check. That's what. But you got. Did you get drunk?
I had I was carrying around a glass, and I don't think I ever really. I think I had a cider. I don't remember getting drunk. Because urchins would never. Urchins got to be ready.
Urchin's got to urge.
They got to urge. It's urge to be urged.
I'll say.
Okay.
Well,
Urchin.
if Marjorie did not plan to buy the room, I do apologize for Gib. He got drunk and snuck in. Maybe he could work it off doing some dishes or something.
Like tomorrow, maybe. Not. I don't know if he can do a whole lot right.
Oh right.
now.
I mean, not today, but I mean, Sylv, you know me. I live. You know me. I'll bring Gib back. He'll work it off. I don't know why he broke into the room, but I trust Marjorie. She says she did not get the room, so I imagine that it was Gib's choice. Even if he was drunk, he should learn from his mistakes. He could work it off, but we do have some business to attend to, and
I need my luggage.
yeah, I'm tired.
Wow. I mean, I was
Can I make
kind
a
of doing
persuasion?
I was just kind of doing a funny joke
Oh,
there with the.
Well then,
Yeah.
all right. Well then, we're out of here.
No,
what
it
are we
wasn't
doing
gonna-
here?
It's five gold pieces. I don't know why you hemmed and hawed about all that. Of course, it's not 5 gold pieces. You just needed a spot to crash because you had a very drunk lizard with you.
He was so drunk.
No, I thought it was a joke.
Sparkalonius. I'm just too tired to understand humor right now.
A tip is always appreciated, but yeah, get out of here if you got a spot to get.
Oh, I flicker a gold coin for sure. For sure. For your troubles.
She snags it.
It's going to be so easy to just flick a gold coin at someone for quite a long time, and that's so helpful. Here's $100, person. Enjoy.
Hell yeah, $100 nicer.
Mhm.
Okay. So now the Lord has been doing some, and the flames are actually, hot enough to do some work with. And now everyone comes in. And he swivels around in his chair and he
Oh, Jesus,
says,
it's hot in here.
Our illustrious heroes, welcome.
Yeah.
You tried to throw a barrel of ale at me last night.
And you dexterously put it aside. I was really impressed by that.
I'm glad you remember. And Polonius tries to run up to him and give him a high one. Don't have digits, just got the one appendage. Up top.
Thaddeus, are you gonna let Sparkalonius run up on your lord like that?
No, I'm gonna have to step in between.
All right, Thaddeus.
I'll
Take it
I'll
in.
I'll,
You up
I'll
top.
give Sparkalonius the double high five that he's looking
Right.
for.
And then Sparkalonius goes back and he motions to Gib on
Oh
Haribo's
yeah, no.
shoulder,
When
and he
you go
says-
back, Haribo is leaned up against the wall with Gib they're both sitting up against the wall. His head is on Haribo's shoulder, and Haribo's head is on Gib, and they're both.
It's so cute.
As you can see, it wasn't just us that got up to some revelry last night.
I see. Everyone was celebrating in their own way. All right.
Yeah, I sang to an elderly man inside of a stable. Just like every flibble flop.
I guess so. Just like that. But I believe that you reported to me that you accomplished your duties. The task that I set out for you. Do something about the raids on the merchants. You went and you did something about the raids on the merchants. Is it stopped forever, or is there some sort of follow up that I feel like there was something that I then had to do.
Well, yeah, there was definitely a follow up.
What did I have to do?
Convince merchants to be alright to be guarded by kobolds. That's going to be up to you. Because we're going to train them up. We're going to train them up in the ways of fighting and defense, and we're going to train them up in culture. These are going to be the most well-rounded group of kobolds you've ever seen. And they are going to be great for the economy of the town, you know? Scratch their back, scratch our back, scratch the backs of the merchants. I can scratch my own back, but that's only in a manner of speech.
The back or the scratch?
The first part was a manner of speech, and the second part was literal.
Okay. So, okay. How about this? From what I understand, that their kobolds are not going to be attacking the merchants anymore.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, then the next merchant caravan that comes by will be unharassed, and I will pitch to them these kobold guards of yours.
Mm-hmm.
The merchant caravan that comes by after that, which will be 2 weeks after the one that's coming, will then want to see these kobold guards that you speak of. So they gotta be ready.
In 2 weeks?
In
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Alright. I think that's doable. What do you think, Marjorie? Do you think they're ready? Or they will be in 2 weeks?
Oh man, if they
Marjorie, maybe we should go have a sidebar over here.
I mean, it'll be quite. They'll be ready. They'll train.
I mean, I'm not currently trying to run a business, but I mean, it could be a business. Is all I'm saying.
Could be. It definitely could be.
Your responses are engendering vastly different levels of confidence.
Well, Lord, how about you ask someone you truly trust, someone very close to you, right now, and he's wearing a tank top. I mean, you know what I mean.
I do. I know exactly what you mean. Thaddeus, are these kobolds the real deal?
They are the real deal, and we left them some fundamental drills to work on, and we'll check on them before the 3 weeks.
Incredible.
To make sure they're ready.
That I'll stake my reputation on it. I'll pitch the hell out of these kobolds to these merchants.
Oh no.
That is, gives the rest of the group a look like, oh crap.
The moment that someone's like, "All right, I back you 100%," I'm like, "Oh no."
Marjorie
Shoot.
knew all along.
Yeah. Yeah. That's so
So
funny.
yeah, that's really the lowdown on all of that. We're gonna go and hey, and Sparklonius is like, sorry, I need to go and have another quick sidebar. And Sparklonius goes over to Haribo and like sort of just like prods him in the shoulder a couple times.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, Haribo. I just have
Oh.
a quick question.
Haribo gets up and
It's me,
dusts himself off.
Sparklonius.
Yes, right. Sorry. What?
Does the Lord know about the Goblin Village?
Lord know about the Goblin Village. Hold on, now I'm thinking.
I don't want to intentionally mislead anyone, but I also don't want to get in trouble. Those are quite competing values in me. It says so right here on my character sheet.
Get in trouble how?
With the law, with authority figures.
Okay.
I don't. I mean, I don't know. I don't know that we have spoken of him, but he is more than aware that there are goblins out there.
Do you think he's cool?
The Lord, yeah. I mean,
Alright.
we can talk about the goblins.
Alright,
I'm not too
alright.
worried. We have.
Okay.
They are non-threat. Like we were after. They are non-threat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Mr. Lord,
And Sparklonius gets out, or I guess asks for it because I don't actually know whose inventory ended up in.
does anyone still have the map that denotes the quest markers? You know, the ones for the goblins that we need to go and rescue?
Yeah. And he pulls it out of his fanny pack.
Lord, we're about to embark on a short journey to go and rescue some folks from one of the local goblin villages. And we're hoping maybe you would know something about the local area on the route. You know, any information would be helpful.
He scrutinizes the map. This is a very rough map you've got here.
Kobolds drew it up. I point at Gib.
Well, then it makes entire sense. Never mind. This is a masterpiece.
Okay. I like where this is going.
But it's gonna be something of a journey if this is the mountain that I'm thinking of. And I gotta warn you guys, this place has something of an evil reputation.
Everyone turns and looks at Marjorie and turns and looks back.
Marjorie just keeps staring at the Lord. No reaction.
Word tell that a mean troop of goblins, hobgoblins, has taken up residence there. Something of a mercenary company.
Yeah, they must be back in this. Matt, have we
Does
told
the
the
name
Lord
the monk
everything
mean
at this
anything
point?
to you?
We've told the Lord everything, right? We're not like hiding anything.
We're
from the
about to.
Lord.
No, I think Thaddeus would definitely be very straightforward with the Lord.
Okay. Yeah. The mercenary. There might very well be. They seem to have banned under the monk from the Shadowfell. As far as the reports go that we have heard.
ABC's the monk from the Shadowfell.
Well, if this
The first
is
season was fine, but after that, sorry.
It really jumped the find a D&D creature. It really jumped the owl bear.
Fucking knew it.
First thought.
First thought only thought for a D&D creature.
Did you say owl?
Owl bear.
Owl bear.
Oh.
See, we know.
I thought you meant like
Somebody
owl.
out there, that one listener is like, yeah, owlbear.
I was like, you mean owls are
To
real,
be fair, it
Lawrence? Have you
kinda
seen
cut
an owl?
off when you said owl, and then it cut out, and then we heard just like and so like I
Oh.
knew what you meant, but it's very fair that
No,
that-
I literally thought you just meant a straight up owl. I'm like, they're real. I've seen them.
Let's get a clean take so that you can sub that in and it'll sound wrong. Owlbear.
owl bear. Think of DDaD creature. It is a owl bear.
That's so good. That's perfect. Yep.
And then also just leave the rest of that in. Okay.
So we were asking about who someone was.
The monk. Yeah.
then we
the
made a bunch of
mercenaries
monk
must have
jokes.
the mercenaries must have banded under the monk, who has come from the Shadowfell as far as reports go. They are the ones who instructed the kobolds, if I do recall from our conversations there, to cause the problems with the merchants in the area.
I see. Pull one thread and the whole tapestry starts to fall apart.
Right. I kind of had thought that while we had maybe taken care of the task that you sent us on, that maybe we have not actually taken care of it because it feels so much deeper.
Yeah, it does sort of feel like there's more going on, and if there's a being from the Shadowfell present, then things are probably more serious than I originally thought. Perhaps it would be safer if you guys were to journey after this mountain. Yeah. Okay.
The mountain is, just so M knows, the mountain is the mountain that we already plan on going to out to the west.
This is the mountain that we were talking about.
So,
yes.
Okay. Cool.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah. I'll have to convene a council as far as this monk goes, but I thank you for your testimony, and Thaddeus, I thank you for your report that you, I assume, wrote. I will definitely be reading it much more closely after this meeting. However, if you are journeying after this mountain, I feel that it would be as unlordlike of me not to make sure that you are equipped as best as I am able to equip you. And so you guys are definitely welcome to pick up whatever sort of non-magical pieces of gear if you guys want to equip yourselves out of the inventory. Whatever armor or weapons best suit you sound interesting. He's definitely able to craft those things for you. If we want to make magical things, we can talk to him and we can see what he needs from us to make those things happen.
Hey Lord, maybe you would know. What's the best light armor?
Studded leather?
Damn, still not very good. How do you feel about me putting a shield inside of myself?
I mean, are you proficient with shields?
Nope.
Huh.
If it makes you feel any better, both of those things, studded leather versus me having a shield in my body, both of those equal out to 12 AC.
Is your dex 0?
+0, baby.
Oh, God.
Hmm.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
We're gonna have 2 thick boys. Can you make the plate mail into overalls?
Goodness.
I thought that was funny, Lawrence.
Thanks.
Sorry, I'm looking at armor because I don't know. I want to visually figure out what it looks like. So I'm looking at Google Pictures. Just give me a second.
Oh, I've got one.
Oh, you got the Tony Stark belt.
Yeah, basically what happened is you went and you scanned it.
Now I can 3D print it from here.
Mm-hmm.
I've got Mr. Lord, my friend. What about? How do you feel about making me a cool rapier? Because then I could just hold it inside myself, and then it's pointy. It's for stabbing. I could just push it out. Like I did with that barrel. You remember?
I do. A cool rapier. What? Say more about cool.
Short and thick,
That's not a rapier then.
just like me.
You just you just want like a big thick thumbtack.
Yeah, but like cool.
You just want me to make you a metal stake.
Well, it doesn't sound very cool when you say it like that. Could you make me
Here, have this piece of sharpened rebar.
make me a rapier that
Okay, hold on.
I
Let
like
me,
the thumbtack.
let me take it.
too.
Let me take another swing at that.
Oh shit, that's perfect. That's the coolest rapier I've ever seen. Where did you find this? You called it a rebarrier? Rebarpier? That one's not going to fly. It can't be called that. I'll never be able to say it. Could you perhaps I do love the work that you've put into this piece so far. Maybe you could shape the bottom half the shape of my foot so that it could perfectly be concealed inside of there, and then push it out wherever it needs to be. But it's a nice convenient spot for it. I don't keep anything in there is what I'm saying. Not yet.
The shape of your foot.
Yep.
Okay.
So just like like it's basically a teardrop. It's a teardrop weapon.
I mean, yes, I can make this. He sketches it out. The way he draws it, it's like it's the end of it, the hilt of it is like an inch and a half across.
No one will be able to use this weapon other than me.
It's only perhaps 2 feet long, maybe.
Perfect.
And the hilt of it is sort of bulbous, and it's got like drill holes in it, so that you can like have your Sparkalonia stuff inside of it, holding on to
That's
it.
perfect. It's grip.
Because it's otherwise would be smooth.
Yep, that's great.
And then it is rounded on the end to be the shape of your foot.
Perfect.
And also, now I am the most terrifying thing to be grappled by ever. I'm just a squishy little goo thing, and I'm gonna grab you, and then you start to feel,
and then you start to feel somewhere on your body
The thumbtack.
You could also projectile your pot out of you into someone's face.
But it's got all my stuff. But it's got all my stuff in there.
You could do it once.
I don't want to lose my toothbrush.
Okay, it is going to take him a minute to make that, though.
Yeah, that's
not something that he just has.
No, that makes sense.
It's like, this is an interesting project, and I'll give this definitely some thought.
I need it by market day. I'm leaving then. Rent a rapier.
You can have a normal one. It's over there.
I've already got a normal one.
Oh.
Thank you, though. I appreciate it. I'll just ring for me. I'll be around. Except when I'm on this journey in 3 days.
And I do feel like I said that I would give you money also if you did this job.
You did, but I also have requests of the thingy.
I think that
Ooh.
You'll
I
give
second
me a
that.
room in your house.
I like
forever?
you're so full of funny jokes, Tamagotchi. Ha 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 ha. Do it. Cool.
Yep. So that tracks.
Here's 20 gold. That's probably not it. I think
20 gold for Tamagotchi.
Nice.
just for Tamagotchi.
Nice. I'll take it.
Let's see. Did I promise you guys information?
I think the biggest thing, it was information, and it was information on the thing we asked about Wilhelm Fellow. We asked if he knew of any temples or pits or big dark skeletal paladins in the mountains, and he said that we weren't tough enough to go where he knew, and we needed to get tougher, and that was doing the merchant thing. So that was the info.
Yes. Let's see. I do think that I do know where it is that you need to go, or at least that this Mr. Fella needs to go. I don't know a lot of the specific details. All this happened a long time before my tenure here as Lord. But a long ways ago, there used to be a fort up on the mountains. I don't know what it was built on. Moundain might know. He's got all of the really old records. I gave them to him for his research. But I do know that fort went bad.
How did it
Whatever.
go bad?
There was a paladin in charge of the fort. His name it escapes me, but he was a good and noble soul for all that we know, until he took up his position there. And one night he just went bug nuts. He went from room to room and butchered his whole garrison.
That is bug nuts.
Exactly. It took the remainder of the barracks to keep him down, and some say that he walks the tortured halls ever since.
mostly a story to scare chillins. I at this point, this was all 500 years ago, perhaps.
And where might this fort be located? Would you mind putting it on a kobold map here?
Absolutely. And he marks it. It's in the pine forest. North, almost basically due north of town.
All right.
I would say perhaps this is a thing that you'll be ready for if you manage that mountain out there. I don't know a whole lot about the mountain or anything about it, but the reputation of this thing here is worse than the reputation of that one there.
All right. That seems like a great place to start then.
Yeah, I suppose if you need any other details, Moundain would be the one to know.
That's great. We need to talk to Mondain anyway because maybe they know where Wilhelm Fella is because we need to talk to him too.
Okay, well, cool.
Do you know where Wilhelm Fella is?
I think he got a room at Sylvanas. I think that was the scuttlebutt that I heard.
Perfect.
But he's not been seen around town the last few days.
Oh.
All right. Do you know any scuttlebutt about where he went?
That I don't.
Maybe Mondain does.
That
Good point.
might make sense. Yep.
Thank
All right.
you.
Thank you for the mail, Lord.
Before we go, I want to make something.
Okay,
Right,
yeah, what do you
Marjorie
want?
wanted a thing.
First I wanted to sharpen my scythe that I found.
Cool. Yeah.
And or maybe and if it's like nicked up,
Shing.
or if it's like nicked up or anything, like clean it up real nice. Maybe make a nice little leather grip handle or something. And then I would also like to I have a question. I still don't know based on my research, what is scale mail made out of?
It is scales.
Is it like actual
It
scales?
is like overlapping metallic scales that
It's like squares or rectangles of metal fit together the same way that like chainmail might be, except that they are overlapping. Like they look like scales.
like shingles of roofs or scales of a dragon.
Yeah,
Mm.
shingles. Yeah.
A little bit more shingle in size, right? Because they're larger sheets of metal, not like scale size, but it's still called scale mail usually.
Mm-hmm.
Shingle mail just sounds uncomfortable.
We all know we don't want shingles.
Yeah.
I would like. Can I make a weird request to have? Because I like the idea aesthetically behind the scale mail, but can I have it made? Because I don't like the disadvantage on stealth because I think that I need stealth a lot in my. Can I have that same design in leather? Can I just get it? But canonically, it looks like scale mail, but it's made of leather.
Leather flaps.
Yeah.
Really quick,
Flaps.
really quick, I just want to
But
get this
only
one
if you
in
call it the leather
before-
flaps.
I want to get this one in before I forget it. Shingle mail is what my uncle calls himself on roofersonly.com.
I'm really glad that you went back for that.
Yeah.
You never know. You go every day, you got to bring that pickaxe, and you just got to keep hitting that
You
comedy
gotta
wall.
keep
Eventually,
mining.
those diamonds, they'll be in there.
A hot dog will stick if you throw enough of them at a wall.
Gotta throw it harder than that though.
It's the best I could come up with. I knew there was
No.
something.
He saw a hot dog on the ground like a mile back, and he's like, "Hold up, I'll be back." Okay. Scale
Is that
mail.
allowed? I just think
But
that
I don't want disadvantage.
Oh,
so
wait a
can I
minute. This
have
hot dog was
that?
on the ground.
No, I just think that studded leather looks ugly. I'm just posting the pictures. I just don't want it to look like that. I want it to look.
Okay, you want the studded mail stats, but it looks like scale mail. made of leather.
Yeah, I like the leather because I want to be sneaky, but I think that it looks ugly on all the pictures that I've seen, and I think that's allowed.
It's a
Yeah, no, it's
transmorg.
definitely
Absolutely.
allowed.
It's a transmorg.
You look like
I mean, Lauren's got
But
a
it's
special
black,
rapier
'cause duh.
made.
you look like a leather fish or something. Yeah.
I got
Leather
a sword.
fish.
I got a
Fish,
You know, fish scales.
but they're black because it's black.
Yeah, sure, yeah, black.
Sweet. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. So I got a sharp scythe and and I will make a note
When I go to
how much it is in my whatever inventory.
Oh wait, yeah, are we paying for this? Because it sounded like he
Oh,
offered
are we
it.
not paying for it? Oh, if we're not paying for it, we're not paying for it. But
It sounded like he offered. That's the only reason I took plate mail, because there's no
Oh,
shot
for
in hell I could afford
freezies?
that.
Yeah, I think basically Gabe doesn't want to go back to episode 2 or 3 and listen to how much gold he offered you. So
Yeah, we're level 3 now. That gold means nothing to us.
I'm gonna offer you something that has a way higher monetary value, and is one thing from the blacksmith.
Yay!
I will say that our little sleeping kobold friend did help. Could I take a smallest piece of studded leather for him? Just to keep him outfitted so he doesn't die out there in the field. We are changing minds out here anyway.
Yeah, I don't think I've got studded leather, but I think I've got I've got some hide armor in his size.
Yeah, it's got to be in child size, probably.
I've got some of the training jerkins that'd fit him.
Perfect.
Do we have any sort of weapon for Gib in case?
I think he's got like a dagger.
He's got a dagger.
Does he have a dagger? Okay, that's right.
Yeah,
He's
He's got like a knife.
Does he still have it after last night?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah.
It's
think-
the one thing we gave him so far. It's his Dobby.
Yeah, I think
sock or
Marjorie
whatever.
told him to be cool or something.
Oh wait, no, then he would have left.
I think I did.
Don't stab anyone. Neat. Okay, so you guys are outfitted. I don't think the Lord gives you another job. Because it seems like you guys have stuff to do. Thaddeus, are you all right? Going with them, or do you want to stay here and continue with garden things?
Well, I'm good. I'm good going with them. That way I can keep you informed in what's what in the world.
I like the sound of that. You be my eyes and ears.
You got it.
If diplomacy is required, man, I don't know if I quite want to say speak with my voice, but there it is. You know,
Speak with some of my voice.
speak with some of my voice. You know, use the best of your judgment. Don't listen to any of these wackadoos.
I will do my best.
Excellent.
I'm busy trying to get you guys look behind you. I'm busy trying to get Gibbs sleeping into the hide armor.
He's like lying on the ground, just like.
He's like kicking at you.
Come on, Gib, we gotta protect you. If I drop you, it's gonna hurt more without the armor, I think.
Unless
I
you
don't know,
drop
I'm
him on his
tired.
head. Don't drop the baby.
Yeah, you get Gib at least most of the way into his armor, and then just sling him back over your shoulder.
Only it's backwards. I give up.
Yeah, you've stuffed the head hole over his head, and the whole rest of the armor is just on him.
Oh.
He's gonna wake up thinking he's tied up again. But I'm too tired to fix this. I'll fix it later.
It's okay. He won't wake up till next episode. So are we headed? Are we looking for Wilhelm? Are we looking for Mondaine? Are we looking for the exit? Are we looking for Bryrene?
First, I'm gonna look for the exit to this room.
No one's looking for Bryrene.
No, fuck off, Bryrene.
But
I know, Brian.
yeah, exit to this room and outside the Lord's Manor we can reconvene.
Yeah.
I think on Haribo's mind, he says, all right, are we ready to go save some goblins?
You take a nap
I,
first.
uh, I, I do, but I can.
You have
I can do it when
disadvantages
we
in all
stop.
your.
I mean, there is market day in 2 days.
2 days.
I'm just kidding.
This is. I mean, it is a several week journey. We need to be.
Is it gonna be
more
7
than
weeks
prepared.
even with the wagon?
What?
Does the wagon increase how short or does it decrease how long it'll take?
I
Is
think
there
it
a
might
wagon that-
decrease it, but Boston is our driver, so I'm not 100%.
God said yes.
sure.
God said yes.
I think instead of I think by foot I might say it would take 3 weeks to walk your way over there. It will take 10 days.
Oh, with Boston driving, would it's going to take us significantly less time. So
We will
we
need to
need to
get
stock
provisions.
up on market day. Market
the
days in this town
mule-
are beautiful, and when we can actually get the merchants in, it is incredible.
And this time we can expect the merchants to be here.
Yes, this is going to be one of the better merchant days we've had, market days we've had in a long time. I'm very much looking forward to this, since we are actually going to be here for it. We should absolutely wait those 2 days.
Yeah, come to think of it, the goblins, I don't know if, well, we could ask the goblins at the village, but, after we do our in-town things. If, the abductees got taken away in a wagon, we're only about 4 or 5 days behind them. And, if they didn't take a wagon, we'll beat them there.
We don't really, but we will need to check in on the timeline. But it is possible that we could maybe intercept them before they even get there. Yes.
So yeah, I think my vote is to go and check out Mondane, and then I'm probably gonna go and get Barson, and we'll take care of some provisions. But yeah, I wouldn't mind a little market day. Lots of free samples.
I don't like Mondane, and I'm tired, so I think I'm gonna go take a little nappy in my yurt, update Koryak, and catch up with you folks post.
Sparkleonius leans over to
Wizard.
Thaddeus and he says,
He's gonna go hang out with Koryak. He doesn't want to hang out with us.
No, I just need to. I can sleep here, but then it's not the right image.
You didn't hear that.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
Too good to hang out with us grunts.
All right, I'll go to Mondane. We're not gonna get along, but it's gonna be better when I'm tired. I promise. Koryak, not Koryak. Harbo rolls his eyes and heads towards Mondane's tower. We're gonna get grumpy Haribo.
I didn't even have to make a persuasion check for that one.
All right.
No, because
So
you just
Mondane's
convinced
Tower
me.
is basically dead center of this town. It is 4 stories tall, built of rectangles of navy blue stone. And if anyone wants to make knowledge or perception checks, Arcana, religion, insight, perception.
I'll do an Arcana for fun.
Yeah.
I like Arcana.
We're coming up on a wizard's tower.
Ooh. And then I get half my proficiency, so 19. I'm not proficient in it, but I have Jack of all trades.
And Arcana is
Alright.
intelligent.
That's not actually any of my modifiers. Those are not correct.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I see.
I'm working off memory. I think I'm not a super intelligent character. I might have a +1.
Here, actually, I think I.
We can just look, can't we?
I don't have my character sheet on me.
Oh, it's not on the thing.
So many things.
It's not on my laptop. I forgot. I have an older. I think actually maybe I have an older version of my character sheet saved on my phone, but
Here. I don't know. You probably haven't done anything to your.
yeah, my core stats should be the same.
16.
16.
Your
Oh
intelligence.
damn.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got a bunch then. I'm not proficient in it, so 19 and then plus 3.
Dang.
22. 22 Arcana. Who would
Oh,
have
you're
guessed it?
smart too.
I guess so.
I rolled
Yeah.
a 15 for perception.
Yeah, your 10 is in wisdom.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Naive.
Yeah, you are smart and charismatic, but naive and not strong.
Yeah. And what's my dex modifier?
+1.
+1? Okay. Okay, so I could have 13 hypothetically, but I think I made the right choice as far as weapons.
I rolled a nat 20 on perception.
Wow.
I'm gonna
okay.
roll a history check for my roll, just to know about the
Ooh.
That's
tower,
tasty.
Except I lost my
That's a tasty prompt for your dungeon master.
go.
I hope you're hungry.
Different dice.
This is why we do knowledge checks, is so that I can talk more.
No, I love finding out things.
7, because I have disadvantage on all checks. So
Oh.
yeah, I mean,
For
I'm
your
not gonna be helpful.
self-imposed exhaustion.
For myself, I mean, I stayed up all night.
You sure did.
I'm Speepy.
I didn't sleep when I should have slept.
Yeah, and I woke you up during the meeting.
Exactly. I only got like a 20-minute nap. Now I'm just grumpy.
Thaddeus, do you have a check that you want to make?
Yep, I rolled a 15 for perception.
For perception. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so we'll start with Thaddeus's 15 in perception. Thaddeus, you know of Mondane's Tower. Often there are well, we'll start with the finishing out of the description. In addition to the stones, there is a circular door, sort of a la a hobbit door, done in vertical planks painted blue, and windows in a spiral run up the side of the tower. The top floor of windows, just sort of guard knowledge, are often seen at night glowing various colors. And with a 15 perception, you see that unlike most days during the daytime, on the top floor, the blinds are open. It's up on the fourth floor, so you don't know, so you can't see what's in there, but you do notice this detail, and you do know that this is unusual.
Start throwing rocks.
I will share that tidbit with the rest of the party.
Yeah, Tamagotchi with a 7 history. You know that Mondane has been here longer than you. He's always been in this tower for as much as you know, and he doesn't like you very much. Maybe it feels like he sees through you. He sees something in you that you don't like and don't want to look at. Or maybe he just thinks he's better than you because he's a wizard and he knows his made up nonsense magic bullshit.
That is 100% actually the one. It's the second one. It's the latter for sure. but also maybe the former. Haribo doesn't speak about the former.
I'm curious because I don't recall exactly. Does Haribo doesn't believe in magic?
Haribo does not believe in magic.
That's why you guys don't fucking like each other.
Haribo's like
yes, because I think he's a fraud. I think he's a fraud.
I love
and
it.
the thing is I think like deep down Haribo thinks that he knows like how he's doing these things and that he is tricking people into thinking he's a fucking wizard. That's why Haribo hates him.
I love it.
Because he thinks he's like so fucking full of himself.
What does he thought when Marjorie summons a giant bell that makes people turn into little mummies?
Yeah, what do you think happens?
I'm gonna pretend Haribo's been not. He's been locked into combat or facing the other way.
That's true.
He was dealing with a soup pit before.
All right, Haribo, check this shit out. Just kidding. I'm not gonna use a level 2 spell right now. No.
Okay.
I mean, Haribo, I will say that he doesn't think that most people understand like what magic is. He just thinks they think it's magic, but he thinks that Mondane does understand and is lying to people that it's magic.
Sparkalonius feels the same way about religion.
There you go. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So Marjorie's got a crit in perception.
I got good peepers.
The most perceptive character on the team.
Mm-hmm.
Tiger eyes.
So I will say I'm gonna give you a thing now, and I will say also, Marjorie, if the next time that we enter an area, prod me for an additional detail. But the thing,
Detail inspiration. I haven't heard of that one yet.
we're just making it up
I
as we
love
go
it.
along.
No, I love it. That's a cool. That's mechanic corner for the week in the middle of the episode.
Yeah. The thing that you notice, Marjorie, you as an urchin, you have an eye for people's shoes, and more specifically, their like shoe print. And you notice as you're coming up on this on Mondane's circular doorway that Wilhelm's footprints are all about here. You see that he spent a time pacing outside of like the circumference of this tower. And he may have visited more than once.
Hey, you bitch!
That's excellent.
I love
excellent.
that
Because
Thaddeus says,
now-
look, the window's open.
And Harbo's like, oh, fuck yeah. I'm not taking those stairs.
He said, hey, say less.
Because now I get to describe Sparkalonius's 22
Yep, 22 total.
Arcana.
Oh no.
So Sparkalonius, before Tamagotchi yells, your awareness perceives multiple layers of different schools of magic surrounding this tower. There is a layer that is sort of floating outside of it, and there is a layer that is sort of hugging it very close. There is also something going on underneath the ground, and also something going on up above the tower. And then Tamagotchi yells out into the window, and
Mundane.
And what is above the tower suddenly like tilts on an axis towards you guys and like focuses in on you guys. And then he mentions Wilhelm Fella, and all of the motion in the magic that you are perceiving sort of ceases, and then the top portion cycles back upwards, and the layers surrounding the tower sort of dissolve. And to everyone else's perception, after a notable pause, the door of the tower slides up vertically and soundlessly.
Sparkalonia's whole body shivers. He vibrates for like a good 3 seconds.
It's just a good track. It's not that big of a deal.
There's a lot of other things going on behind the scenes, so to speak.
Right. It's a couple
Jesus.
tracks and some nice ball bearings that he had made. It is not that big of a deal. They're quiet. They're not silent like they seem. If you listen close, they're there.
Can you cast detect magic? Is that a thing you can do?
I can cast detect Politics, and that is all I detect with this man.
Because I mean, I can't really go back and explain the narration. I'm not gonna go back and explain the narration, but let's just say a lot of what did you call it? Science? A lot of science just happened behind the scenes.
Oh.
And not just the door. I think we should be very careful going in. And I'm not gonna lie, I think maybe we should just leave Gib in the bush, maybe.
I prop Gib up on the front step. Like, is that fine?
Sparkalonius looks up to where the door receded upwards.
What do you want from me?
Do I see the door? This is just an empty space. I want to make sure Gib don't get cut up by this door when it comes back.
Oh no,
down.
I'm not
That's
gonna
what
put him. I'm
saying.
not gonna put him in the door frame. Just like put him like
just
up
making sure.
against a step or something.
Really doesn't want Gib to die.
No, definitely.
I gotta
I don't want
protect
Gib
my
to die
vulnerable
either.
boy right
I'm
now.
not gonna get him armor and then bisect him with a door.
I'm just saying we gotta be really careful because he does move in his sleep.
You gotta break that armor in.
I mean, he probably moves in his sleep. I don't know that.
We know he does actually. Yeah, he moved under the bed.
Oh yeah, no, he made it halfway. I could tell he made it halfway.
Where will he get this time? Okay, so you plonk Gib down, and now the four of you are going to enter the tower.
Shoot, if he moves in his sleep, do we need to tie him up again? But just for safety this time.
He's still out of it. He would not even know that we tied him up.
That's
He's
what I'm
not gonna
saying.
move very far.
But
We
okay,
just
two
come
sparkle-
outside of Mondane's tower and we go, oh shit, Gib, somebody tied you up.
To Sparkalonius' point, if he crawled under the bed while he was asleep, if he crawls into this door and then it shuts, it is not the best
Just put him
outcome
farther
for our
away
little
from
friend.
the door, or facing
Gib.
face
Let's
him
just
the
put-
other way.
I cannot
Let's just
believe
put
this is.
the conversation we're having.
Let's just put Gib. Let's just put him inside the door. We'll just put him one
Y'all-
in
Y'all are overthinking this
inside of
Gib
the tower.
sleepwalking.
inside of the tower.
It's 'cause I'm tired.
You just said
Tower.
we should leave him behind.
I'm just
Okay,
tired. We
so
can
I'm
leave
being
him out here. It's not that
overprotective.
big of a
Let's just
deal.
bring Gib.
Yeah.
All right, he comes with us. I put him back on my shoulder and head
Oh
on
my
in.
god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Leave this in. Leave this in.
This is
100%.
in
Don't leave
character.
100%.
This is in character. I'm
This is
just- oh my
Haribo's
God.
fever dream 100%.
Marjorie's having a Bob's Burgers moment.
Marjorie, do you want to go first? I'm a little bit frightened.
Sure, all right.
Real quick, time check. How are we doing?
It's 8. Are we just talking about?
Okay,
Oh.
so we have another hour.
Yeah, 9 is a hard. If we're starting at 6, then 9 is like a. We have an end in mind. We're either going to be a cliffhanger or something. No
Okay.
awkward trailing
Okay.
off.
I still didn't quite understand time zones, and also,
Mm-hmm. They're an hour behind us.
yeah, and also my computer still. I don't know if it.
Your computer is their time.
So
Yeah.
you have
It's 9:06 p.m. Eastern time.
Mm-hmm.
And
You-
it's
you can-
8:07
yeah.
Central
You can
Time.
have up to one more hour before it'll be Krabby Grace that needs to go to bed instead of Krabby Haribo.
Okay, cool. So you guys, Gib as well, enter Mondane's tower. The inside of the tower is pretty simply done. It's all wood panels. It is a fairly small and narrow little entryway. There are spiral stairs running both up and down. Going up the stairs, there are ensconced candelabras with 3 candles. Going down the stairs, there are no light fixtures. Oh, but wait, some of you have dark vision.
I think
so
all of us might
Yep,
at this point.
we might all have it now.
Yeah.
Down the stairs, there's a door.
Mondane, where are you? We need to
Everyone,
talk.
please don't touch anything. I'm so afraid.
Are you upstairs or are you downstairs?
Hey, I think Sparkle said we should probably be more chill. Maybe?
Man, all right, I'll let you lead. Haribo moves backwards with Gib grumpily.
I am capital
Man
S
couldn't just come and
spooked.
fucking say hello at the door like a normal human being.
All right.
Wait, whatever he is. What is he? Is he a human?
I don't know that any of us have
I've met him.
Oh, okay.
Thaddeus
you
has
have.
probably met him.
Oh, yeah. Let's see.
I'm from out of town.
What does Thaddeus think of him?
We ask standing in the foyer of his house.
Thaddeus, what do you feel about Mondane?
Thaddeus is not really impressed with pompous, full of himself magic user types.
Perfect. We might be on the same page then.
I think Thaddeus predates Mondane here.
Ooh, that's
Thaddeus,
juicy.
you've been in town for what, 20 years?
Yeah, it's quite a while.
Because I think that you were a dwarf in the dwarf hold, and then you were out and about, and you met the Lord in his lordly campaigning, and then you both retired together, you in your middle years, and him in his slightly later years.
Indeed.
Okay. So yeah, Mondane came here perhaps 15 years back. I think he said that he was retiring to a life of study in the tower. He purchased the tower, which existed here in town and is maybe older than town, is a very old tower. He purchased it with cash.
As opposed to?
I don't
credit.
Yeah.
Like through some sort of barter or like through a negotiator.
You didn't wake up one day and it was just here.
Yeah, he didn't just suddenly live there. There's many other ways he could get at the building.
I just wanted to know if he had ever considered bartering for the building. Like, I'll trade you a different building.
Well, who knows? Who knows where the previous owner is now?
Would you like to buy a bridge?
And he mostly doesn't come out. He's occasionally seen in the bar. Man, do they do trivia night? That would be something.
Trivia on what?
Yes, they do. Yes, it is very, very seldom.
You'll have to go and find out.
It's very seldom. It's not like in any sort of sequential way, but he is at every one. He's always at trivia night.
Popular bard Sparklonius is made of what? Sparklonius stuff.
You don't multiple choice at trivia night.
I think you do sometimes.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So
Probably not for the
anyways,
first
you guys are on the landing, and it sounds like Sparklonius is spooked, but also in charge. Unless someone else wants to take the lead.
No, Sparklonius offered it to Marjorie. Marjorie said, "Yeah, sure."
Marjorie, what's up? Do you want to go up the stairs or down the stairs?
Am I getting any particular vibes from either direction?
Vibe check. What
kind of check is a vibe check?
One
Insight.
moment.
Okay.
Uh-oh. That's a work share. Do you guys need a moment to fix a work thing?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, if it turns out to be an emergency.
It's like a nice little cut off. Ooh, it's gonna.
We had a
happen
really
next.
fucking funny joke when that door opened, so it's okay if that needs to be a cliffhanger joke is just as good as an intense cliffhanger.
Yeah, that might be the play here.
Okay. I mean, honestly, when I made that joke, we were all like chuckling and laughing. I was like, "That's a solid end." And then you were like another hour, and I was like, "We have to make another joke like that."
Yeah. Okay. I think that's probably the plan.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
no worries.
Okay.
Very
so on the
funny
re-listen,
episode.
yeah, on the re-listen, just we'll cut it off when the door opens and we say detect magic, no detect whatever.
Text Ciense.
So yeah, good luck with work stuff. GG's guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fun.
Yeah,
We had
definitely.
a great drunk episode and then a great
I
hangover
had-
episode.
Lots
Mhm.
of giggles.
Honestly, that was
I
a
was
very funny
giggling.
episode.
Yeah.
I'm very much looking forward to the re-listen of this episode.
Mhm.
These silly times.
All right, guys. Good luck with work.
All right. Yeah. Good luck,
Bye.
guys.
Yeah.
All right.
Later.
As for everyone else, thanks for hanging out and having a good time with us today. We will be back again probably next Tuesday, as usual. It's usually on Tuesdays. I'm split up into so many screens. This is useless at this point. But I appreciate you guys coming by. Make sure you hit the follow button. See when we go live. Follow us on Instagram. See all the extra stuff we make. And yeah, appreciate you guys. And we'll see you next time.